As I was standing there in a state of euphoria, I was suddenly reminded of the hostile environment that I was in. When the temperature plummeted, it was time to go home. Do not walk outside the barriers. What barriers? You're now walking at your own responsibility. Well, that pretty much sums up all my photography adventures thus far. Mind you, things have gone bad in the past. I have been transported with an ambulance to the emergency room before, where I was so drugged up on morphine that I could see every photo that I have taken in the past, present, and future. That being said, the photo of that crack in the mountain, that is not going to happen. But hear me out. I have now come to the northeast side of the mountain. I have driven around because I was sitting on Google Maps analyzing the landscape. Well, analyzing as much as you can probably analyze on Google Maps, but I noticed that there was a trail on the northeast side of the mountain. And to be honest, my motivation hasn't been good. So just the thought of hiking all the way up to that place I have been for the past 2 episodes and probably not get away with any good pictures, it wasn't very tempting. So when I saw that this trail was only 1/5 of the destination, or not destination, the distance of the original trail that I've taken all these years, I thought, you know what? That's the trail that I'm gonna take. But there's one tiny little detail that I didn't think about. This mountain is almost 500 meters high. That probably means that this is this steep. And by looking up here, it is. So, this could get interesting. That's a second sign about those barriers. I haven't seen a single barrier. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm not a slight. Yeah, I'm not feeling all that great. I probably shouldn't be hiking up here. I feel like I have like pneumonia, is that what it's called? A lot of slime and nasty stuff coming up. Anyway, it's Monday. I think it's the 27th of October 2025. It's around 10 o'clock and it's 2 degrees Celsius. As you can probably tell, I'm Viking, you know, got Viking blood. Yeah. Oh, there's a barrier. Oh, that makes sense, I think. Yeah, there's a waterfall here. Probably all those stupid influencers that's going to crawl out on the edge, and there's an overhang, which can be extremely dangerous if you step on an overhang. there's nothing to support you. You just, or no, wait, there's something else. Oh, that's even worse. Oh, I'm gonna flip you around here. That's a landslide. That's not something to mess around with. This is actually very, very dangerous. See if I can stretch you out here on my tripod. That is probably shaky as hell. Just gonna, apologies for the quality of this recording right now. I'm a bit tired from all of this. Oh, I must be reaching the top now. Man, I feel like I've been walking for ages. It's nice. Somebody has actually built this trail. I don't know if you can see that. Don't do that. It's not cute. It's not cute. Leave the place better than you found it. You are probably wondering if somebody lives up here, since there's a mailbox up here. But it's not. It's one of these posts that has a mailbox, and inside of the mailbox there's a little book, and you write your name and the date that you were here inside of the book. It's just a log, and it's just something hikers do up here. I always wondered if people in other countries do something similar to this. I'm not really sure of the purpose of it. I think perhaps it has to do with statistics. Yeah, so I don't know, it's fun. Good fun. That is where I was photographing the last time I were here. Man, you really get a sense of scale when you get up close to these mountains. You're so insignificant. You're like a little ant. You're nothing. Man, knowing that this mountain is like 800 and something meters high really puts it in perspective if you think about Mount Everest, which is like, I don't know, is it 9,000 or is it 11,000? I can't really remember. It's high enough, but imagining it being like, I don't know, 10 times higher than that, holy. You know what? I don't think I have time to just stand here. I think I need to just, because, okay, I need to catch my breath here and just, because now I get complete sensory overload. Holy moly. I did say, and by the way, if that helicopter is being picked up on the microphone, I apologize, but it's kind of do or die at the moment. We got these this dappled light all over the side there, and it has really grabbed my attention. So now I just need to get the camera up in a hurry. The way that the light is playing around right now is really giving it a very dramatic look. This what I'm doing right now, this is the most difficult part of photography, because this is more reactionary photography. When things are happening like boom, 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 the light is changing very, very fast, and you have to be like on the trigger when it happens, or else you will lose the shot. So it's extremely difficult for me to be like talking you through this. So I think I'm going to try and get the photo and then explain more about what happened. I have finally calmed down just a little bit. What I saw when I came here was that there were a lot of clouds that were drifting by up in that crevasse, in that wedge up in the mountain there. And it looked really nice because it generated a lot of layers in throughout that crevasse. And I saw that those clouds were going away quite fast, so it was more important for me to grab the shot and to try and record everything as I was going. So I just hit record, and it is what it is. I apologize for that, but that is how photography is sometimes, and you have to be ready when the conditions are ready. It's not waiting for you. So but I'm still going to stick around for some time. Maybe I find something else to photograph. I need to also watch the time, you know, life and all that. So but I'm very, very positive about this. Knock on wood. There's not a single wood here. Not a single piece. Give me a tree, something. No, but I'm very positive about this. I really hope this one turns out. Something that you need to keep in mind when you come to places that you don't visit as often is that it is so tempting to start running around every time you see something changes, and then you run up to it and you start rigging up your camera, and suddenly it disappears, and then suddenly you see something else and you run over there and you start rigging up the camera again, zooming, composing, settings, all that stuff, and then it's gone, and then you're running around just like a headless chicken. I can actually see something far out there now. You probably can't see it because of the short lens there, but there's almost like there's a fog drifting in from the left there. It should probably be a bit more on the trigger here now. Yeah, there's something creeping in from the left just across the mountains there. And if I now were to find something else, just see like, oh, look at that tree or look at that rock, whatever, and start fiddling around with that, and suddenly that unfolds because I didn't have the patience to stick around. I have a large hole in my hands. That's why I'm holding over my crotch. It's not like, it's not that I like touching myself, at least not on film. But yeah, so I'm gonna stick around and pay close attention to what's happening all the way out in the distance there, and perhaps something interesting might happen there. You might get lucky. You just need to have patience. Find something that you really feel and stick with it. Saw a pretty rock. Yeah, it was an illness. I am currently down to my last battery on the vlogging camera. So if any of you are wondering about getting me something for Christmas, I need Sony batteries. Jesus, they freaking suck. The camera is amazing, but the batteries are horrible. Absolutely horrible. I just want to let those of you, you know who you are, that are left and are watching these videos, I just want to let you know that I very much appreciate you being here. And it's an honor for me to have you along. It really is. It is not something that I take for granted. For granted. So just want to let you know that. Man, it's so pretty. Man, it's so pretty. Just watching the light, just what an absolutely wonderful day. What an absolute pleasure it is to be here today. I am so lucky. I am so incredibly lucky. As I was standing there in a state of euphoria, I was suddenly reminded of the hostile environment that I was in. When the temperature plummeted, it was time to go home.